to me, since I have been sexually assaulted, and that is how I lost my hymen, so I know I can't get it back because somebody took it from me. So in that case, your funny joke, remember? And
it was a funny joke.
It wasn't.
It was.
It wasn't.
It was really a funny joke.
Because you're a man and you like to make jokes at the expense of other people's emotions.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. What makes a joke funny?
Something that makes you laugh. You're not funny to me.
And it made me laugh. So it was funny.
To you.
Yeah. Well, it made a lot of people laugh. Thousands upon thousands of people.
And it made thousands upon thousands of people angry.
Luckily, we have you here to tone police us. Thank you so much.
I believe you're on this podcast just to insult women and not actually to learn anything about women. You talk about how women don't want an average, mediocre man, or that men have such a hard time getting laid, and maybe that's because your focus is on getting laid.
What? Yeah,
instead of dating.
I literally don't talk about any of that. I don't know what you're talking about.
He does.
Oh, yeah? How do you know?
Because I watched the podcast
just
to do
a second
some research.
ago, you were attributing that to me, so clearly you don't watch the podcast.
I do watch the podcast.
Then why would you attribute that stuff to me?
She's referring to a comment you made in one of the episodes.
Which is?
It was probably like 3 episodes ago.
What's the comment?
I think. Was it 3 episodes ago, maybe?
The hymen one?
I think so, right?
Yeah.
I saw it on TikTok.
Yeah, that was super funny.
To you.
I don't even remember the hymen thing.
Well, so we were talking about born again virgin.
Yeah.
Right? And this particular woman happened
Which
to be...
is a real thing. Jesus cleanses away your sin when you get baptized.
Jesus wants you to be a lesbian. So anyway, yes, the hymen comment, there's no born again virgin, and she was an OnlyFans prostitute.
I watched the thing and you said, oh yeah, can you get your hymen back?
Yeah, that's a lot different than
Do you know 1 in 3 women have been sexually assaulted?
Does that mean that 1 in 3 women have been sexually assaulted and that's what removed their hymen?
A lot of women have lost their hymen that way. Yes.
No, I don't think they have.
Actually, yes, they have.
No, they actually haven't. You're lying through your teeth.
I'm not lying through my teeth.
Yeah, you are. What are the stats then? For
1
women
in 3
who
women have been sexually assaulted.
From SA. Go ahead, tell me.
Wait, hang on, hold up.
I'm not a feminist.
What's a hymen?
You are a feminist because that's statistics.
No, I'm really not a feminist.
Statistics
I'm a feminist.
I'm not particularly inclined.
Totally.
What's a hymen?
Hold on. His joke.
I'm not a feminist.
His joke.
I don't think women should do whatever they want with their bodies.
Let me
I
finish
don't
my
think.
statement. Cool. Hey, stop. One person at a time.
But I don't think he should control everything.
Stop. His joke had nothing to do with SA.
Nothing.
Yes, but it was insensitive to people who have been through SA. But you don't understand because you're a man and you've literally never experienced the things that women experience.
This is a fallacy. This is actually a fallacy.
Men can't be SA'd?
It's a fallacy that you're a man and you don't know what women have experienced?
No, it's a fallacy to say that I'm not allowed to have an opinion because of my sex. That's fallacious.
It is fallacious argumentation.
I can't have a position on something because you know what I do have?
You can have an opinion, but it doesn't mean it's facts. It seems you put all your opinion as a factual statement. Like I said, you're not here to learn from anybody, but you want us to learn from you.
I'm going to be a little bit controversial here because I should be on like Team Woman, but I think it's not fair to be offended by a joke about hymen when it wasn't your hymen. And it was a joke about...
He also proceeded to say women aren't funny and can never be funny, and that's why women didn't laugh at that joke. And we know this is
true because you're here tone policing and being a whine ass about jokes.
I laugh all the time, and I find people funny.
About what? What do you laugh about?
Have men tell me I'm funny all the time.
The joke was about a prostitute, not a sexual assault victim. And I hope I'm not hearing you like say that she wasn't sexually assaulted, right?
This conversation is all over the fucking place.
No.
His joke had nothing to do with SA.
Agreed.
So like your logic.
That's not the point.
Hold on. Stop interrupting.
Let me
say one thing. Let me say one thing. Your logic here is a bit failing because you're reaching. You're reaching for. He made a joke about. Let's say he made a joke about sex, and you're somehow coming to the conclusion if you make a joke about sex or bodily anatomy that's somehow always going to be related to women who get SA'd?
No.
Your logic...
No. It's the fact that...
It doesn't lead to one or the other.
No. It's the fact that you're talking about born-again Christians, and some women did not lose their virginity by having sex for pleasure, and in that case, no, they cannot get their hymen back, so that joke wasn't that funny.
Actually, that makes it funnier. Here's how. So in both cases, the joke works. If you're saying, God made me a born-again virgin, okay? Me asking, did God give you back your hymen? How in the world would that be offensive to SA victims or prostitutes?
Why would you say that to an SA victim?
He didn't.
I didn't.
though.
I
know,
She's
I know. He
reaching.
asked a question.
She's
yeah,
fucking
why,
reaching.
so my
Clear
question
difference.
is, why would that actually be offensive to one though?
If you did say it to an SA victim, it actually would be offensive.
Why?
You didn't, so it's not the
Yeah, but
situation.
why? But you're not hearing me.
Because an SA
Asking
victim didn't
if
choose
God
to have-
gave it back to you, how could that be offensive?
Because they didn't choose to have it taken away from
I
them.
get it, but what does that have to do with God giving
It's
it back
just
to you?
being insensitive
I don't even
to
feel
someone's
like-
feelings.
Like, I don't even
Like,
understand where you're not
hello.
getting.
These men
I don't
also
see
don't
it.
believe
Hold on,
women.
hold
Women
on,
being
hold
in
on.
therapy
You
is a
didn't
red
say
flag.
the joke directly to her, so that's not the situation. But if
Well, I
you
didn't
did
say
say
it.
it
It wasn't
directly
even
to
about
wasn't about SA at all.
I know.
I don't even feel like it's worth engaging on their level because your joke wasn't even about SA.
No, it wasn't.
She's reaching.
But it's still, but
And she's trying to deflect from the conversation about how does she reconcile your relation. If you consider yourselves
I'm a nun.
Christians, if you guys consider yourselves Christians, it's a fair question to ask. How do you reconcile that with your faith? That's a fair question.
I mean,
If
a
you
lot of
want to like,
Christians, though-
if
a
you
lot
want to
of-
deflect by like bringing up this is a really bad faith thing where you just try to like deflect 100 different things.
She
His
answered that
joke.
already, though.
I answered the question.
No, she didn't, because she immediately went, well, what about Christians who do X, Y, Z? That's not actually addressing his point.